Hey everyone, it's a girl Shauna J. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. That's my old intro. I used to do that intro a couple of years back. I'm not really sure why I jumped into my old intro. That is so odd, but I'm gonna keep it. It felt natural, so that's the intro we're gonna go with. Anyway guys, I have a haul video for you guys. This is my second haul of 2022. So yes, I am definitely on a roll. I have them right here. I kind of stuffed them in this little box right here. All these fragrances I've been lusting after for such a long time. Every single thing that I have here was very thought out. I thought about them long and hard before picking them up. So let's jump right into this video. Okay, so for some of these fragrances, I'm gonna bring up the notes. Okay, so I'm on Fragrantica, so I'm gonna be looking at the notes because of course I can't remember all the notes. I'm gonna start out with the first fragrance if I could find it. So the first fragrance that I have is right here. It's called L'Entité by Givenchy. I'm not really sure. It's funny because I just watched the official commercial for this fragrance because I wanted to hear the pronunciation and I still forgot it. I think the lady said L'Entité or L'Entité, something like that. But you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. I tried to do my best on the pronunciations. It's very hard to pronounce these words if you've never taken a day of French. For me in high school and college, I did Spanish. So for me, the French language is really difficult. But anyway, this is the fragrance right here. I did pick up the 3.4, sorry. I did pick up the 2.6 fluid ounce bottle. If you watched the last haul that I did, I told you guys how I came about this fragrance or how I was convinced to buy this fragrance. So I went into Ulta and this very, very aggressive, very pushy salesperson started to spray me down and literally dropped a sample in one of my shopping bags that I had. And if I could go back, I did go back to thank him, but he wasn't there. There was another guy there who was also very helpful, but he wasn't a sales guy. He was like a security guy. And I asked him for that guy and he was like, oh, he's not there today or something like that. But I went back to thank him and I wanted him to tell me more about the EDP because I wanted to give him that sale. So that, since I couldn't give him the sale on the Eau de Toilette, I ordered this one off Fragrance Net. But I do have some interest in the EDP and the Rouge version. I think that's what it's called, the one in the red bottle. I really want to test them because I am so freaking crazy about this scent. By the way, guys, my light is going to fluctuate. I'm by my window and the sun keeps going behind the cloud. It keeps peeking out, then going back in. So I apologize if the light is going to keep changing. But anyway, guys, it's been such a long time since I've had a fragrance that I really, really love. I think the last time I loved a fragrance this much, it was Glow by JLo. So if you've been following my channel, you know how much I love Glow. I have such an attachment to that scent, and for me it's very hard to outdo that fragrance. But this little baby right here, this is a beautiful fragrance. It just, oh my god, it smells so good. So let me read you guys the notes. The top note is poppy, the middle notes are tuberose, orange blossom, and musk, and the base notes are patchouli and vetiver. So this opens up like as a sweet floral, like it smells like candy in my opinion. It's like a sweet, slightly powdery feel, but it's very candied. As it dries down a little bit, I definitely get the orange blossom, and for me orange blossom always comes out smelling a little bit soapy, almost like clean laundry. So that's kind of like what I'm getting here, and it gets also very musky, but in a very, very good way. Once the fragrance really dries down, you get the vetiver and it gives it like a slightly earthy type of feel, but definitely not too much. The light dusting of vetiver and patchouli just really kind of put this one over the top for me. It smells so good. So if you like fragrances that pull a little bit soapy like clean laundry with like a sweet candy-like undertone with some muskiness, you would definitely like this one. It also has like a classy feel, like a grown woman feel. I went out on Saturday and I was dressed nicely, you know, boots, heels, nice jacket, scarf, you know, it was a very cold night and this was just perfect. 3 or 4 days later, I could still smell this on the sweater that I wore. It's so long lasting. It's just so pretty. I love this one. If I didn't mention it, this is the Eau de Toilette. This is just amazing. I definitely have to check out the other version, but like I said, I have to go back to Ulta because I want to make sure that that guy knows how much he really helped me out and how he led me to a fragrance that I really, really love. I'm hoping that I'm gonna like the Rouge version and the EDP, so I could give him some sort of compensation for helping me out, even though he was super pushy. But you know, that's kind of like his job, right? And he did his job. He sold me on this fragrance. Beautiful, beautiful scent. Definitely want to try out. So that's L'Entité, and this is by Givenchy. The second fragrance that I want to share with you guys is this fragrance right here. This is Perfect, and it's by Marc Jacobs. Now, I'm a little disappointed. I got the smaller bottle. I can't remember where I put the box, but I bought the smaller bottle, and because of that, they didn't give me the charms. And I almost died when I opened it because I'm like, where are the charms? I'm not gonna cry over some charms because at my age, it really shouldn't matter. But it's still a very cute bottle. Very, very cute, but I wanted the charms. But like I said, I'm too old to be crying over charms. But whatever. The last time I went into Ulta, I had tested this fragrance out, but I guess because I was trying so many other fragrances, it really didn't stand out. I remember liking it. Like, I remember thinking, that's pretty. And I remember thinking it has the Marc Jacobs, like, you know, signature scent in there, which I happen to like. So it was kind of like on my mind, but I didn't purchase it right there and then. And that could have been because the sales guy, that same sales guy, had came over and kind of distracted me a little bit. But after that, it was definitely on my mind. So I decided to go online and purchase the smallest bottle that they had because I didn't know if I wanted to really commit to a bigger bottle. I kind of wish I did because I absolutely love this fragrance, and I'm gonna put this one on because it's kind of one of those fragrances that you could just like spritz on. With this one, not too much. You have to be prepared for this one because it's so strong. I wouldn't be able to talk right after spraying it because you need to give it some time for it to kind of like, you know, get out of the air because you're gonna choke. So that's a strong one, but even though it's so strong, it's very pleasant. This one, you know, it's kind of light, so you could get away with just spraying in the way that I just did. But I'm gonna spray some more because it does need a heavy hand for it to be noticeable. But anyway, I'm gonna give you guys the notes on this one. So I'm gonna give you the main accords. So this one is fruity, green, almond, aromatic, woody, sweet, nutty, yellow floral, powdery, and musky. So the top notes in this one are rhubarb and narcissus. The middle note is almond milk, and the base notes are cashmere and cedar. When I just sprayed this one out, I got a very clean, fresh, tart, sweet type smell. A lot of people say that it smells like Jolly Rancher, and I think I kind of get that, specifically red Jolly Rancher. I'm not really sure what's giving it that smell. I could only think that it's the rhubarb that's giving it that fruity, sweet, tart type smell, slightly green. The opening to me is very pretty, very fresh, spring-like. It does feel very youthful. What really surprised me about this fragrance is how quickly it transitioned to the heart of the fragrance, where we have the almond milk. And for me, the almond milk is definitely the star of the show. It smells so good here. It gives it a very warm, comforting type scent. It starts to feel more like a beige fragrance. Like, I'm thinking, oh, you know what would be cool if it was in a beige bottle? And that's because it has like a warm, nudie type feel. The other note that I could really detect here is the cashmere wood, which gives it like a slightly woodsy, musky type of scent. This smells really, really good. And honestly, I think the name is kind of fitting. It's like a perfect kind of scent. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but it really has the perfect combination of fresh, sweet, clean and warm and cozy. The notes here are just so beautiful. It's your pick up and go type of fragrance. I really like this one. I kind of wish it was stronger. The sillage is a little bit on the light side, and the longevity to me is a little bit lacking. You could probably get around 5 to 6 hours of this fragrance, and for some people that's more than enough. For me, I need my fragrance to last the whole day. This is definitely the type of fragrance that you'd have to go in and reapply in order to get the fragrance going. So if you wear this one to work, you may have to walk with it, and around after lunchtime you may have to go in and refresh your scent. If you don't mind that, then this fragrance is for you. But if you don't like to refresh your fragrance, then this probably isn't for you. But this fragrance right here is very pretty, very crowd pleasing, and I see this one being on everybody's vanity, you know, young girls to my more mature ladies. It's that kind of fragrance, very versatile. So I do like this one. This is Perfect by Marc Jacobs. We're gonna move on to the next fragrance. I'm not sure which one to jump into. Let's jump into this one. So this is 212 VIP, and this one is by Carolina Herrera. I'm gonna take it out of the box. So this is the packaging right here. Okay, so the main accords on this one are vanilla, rum, sweet, tropical, fruity, white floral, powdery, woody, fresh, and musky. The top notes are rum and passion fruit. The middle notes are gardenia and musk, and the base notes are vanilla and tonka bean. Okay, so this fragrance right here, I don't know. Okay, so this fragrance right here, okay, so I'm kind of disappointed with this one. But then again, I should have known better. I've never had a fragrance with rum in it that appeals to me. So I'm not really sure what made me buy this one. I guess I wanted to spend money that day, who knows? But yeah, this one was kind of a disappointment for me. So I'm gonna spray this out just to remind myself. I was wearing this one yesterday, and already I've kind of forgotten what it smells like. It's kind of one of those fragrances that really doesn't have much of a personality, and you don't remember what it smells like. But right now what I'm getting is the rum. So it has like a very thin alcoholic rum type of scent. I'm not getting the passion fruit, which is disappointing because I love passion fruit. So basically I'm getting that rum type scent. I'm getting the white florals. It's not registering as gardenia, but I'm getting like a floral type of scent. And once it dries down, I start to get that vanilla, and I'm getting the musk. So basically I'm getting the rum. I'm getting a little bit of a floral scent, like a clean floral scent, and I'm getting the vanilla. Now, the problem that I have with this fragrance is, one, it definitely lacks personality. It comes off very boring. It comes off very flat, and it feels very thin. Of course, there's always something to like about a fragrance. I do like the musk, like it's very heavy on the musk, and I do like that. I would probably put this fragrance in the same category as Guess Seductive Noir, but that fragrance is way better, way more complex. It's very gender neutral. Also, I don't remember this lasting too much. It kind of faded away into like thin air. It's definitely a fragrance you should try before buying, because I bought this one and I'm a bit disappointed. So yeah, this is 212 VIP by Carolina Herrera. The next fragrance that I have here is from the house of Banana Republic, and this one is called Dark Cherry and Amber. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I've been stalking this scent. I've been stalking this one because a couple of months ago I kind of passed it up. It was in Burlington. I saw it. It was for 20 bucks, and I just kind of left it there because I didn't know too much about it. It kind of like stuck with me. I kept thinking about it, started to read reviews about it, and then I started to go into Burlington trying to see if I could find it, and then I couldn't find it. I was like, oh, I was just so mad. Then last week I went in there and I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, thank God. I picked it up so fast and ran to the register because I was like, girl, I'm not gonna miss out again. So let me just open this up real quick. I'm really loving the packaging on this. It's super sleek. It's giving me niche vibes, expensive vibes. I'm just liking the whole ensemble. I just really love everything about the whole presentation, and even the bottle itself is nice. It's very heavy. I believe it's glass, and the cap is magnetic. So like I said, really nice packaging. I think Banana Republic kind of outdid themselves with this one. Really nice. The main accords on this one are floral, amber, sweet, woody, cherry, nutty, fruity, fresh, powdery, and lactonic. This opens up with sour cherry and pink freesia. In the heart, we have cherry blossom and praline, and in the base, we have red amber and cedar. There are a couple of things that I want to address about this fragrance. And now this is just my opinion. This is what I've been getting from this fragrance. I've been wearing it for like a week now, on and off. I've seen some comparisons to some other niche fragrances. I've seen this being compared to Baccarat Rouge 540. I've also seen comparisons to Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. But the comparisons between this and Baccarat Rouge 540, I don't know, I just don't see that. Now, in regards to the comparisons being made to Lost Cherry by Tom Ford, now I could certainly understand the comparisons to Lost Cherry, but to me, they still don't smell similar. But at least I could understand the comparison. I see how people could draw that conclusion because they're kind of in the same class, but they kind of smell completely different. And this fragrance to me doesn't smell like Lost Cherry, and it's certainly not a dupe for Lost Cherry. If I didn't mention it, this is actually categorized as a floral, fruity, gourmand fragrance, and I think that's the perfect category. I think this is fruity, I think it's floral, and I think it has some gourmand aspects. The opening to this fragrance is just beautiful. You get that cherry. The cherry here is sweet, but it's also tart, and it's also fresh, and it's fizzy. So when I spray this out, it kind of made me think of a cherry pop or like a cherry soda because of the fizziness in there. As the fragrance kind of wears on, it kind of loses that gourmand feeling, and it more steps into what I think or see as a floral fruity scent. That's kind of like what I got here. It's very pleasant, but that's just kind of what I get here. So just think cherry soda with some syrupiness and a little bit of florals. I hope that kind of makes sense. It does have like a slightly tropical vibe too. I'm getting something tropical here. Now the performance on this one is not too good. I would say you probably could get 3 to 4 hours out of this one, but it really doesn't project much after the first hour. So my conclusion is this: if you see this one in your Burlington for 20 bucks, get this one, but please do not buy this one for like 60 or 70 bucks. You're gonna be very disappointed. 20 bucks, yes. 60 to 70 bucks, no. Okay, all right, so let's move on. Okay, so the next fragrance that I have here in my hand is actually Tobacco and Tonka Bean by Banana Republic. For whatever reason, while I was talking to you guys about the main accords and the notes, it was not recording. I'm still going to throw up the main accords and the notes so you guys could take a look at them. And then I'm just going to jump right into talking about the fragrance. Okay. What comes out to me the most in this scent is definitely the vanilla. You can smell that vanilla is like really sweet. So if you like sweet vanilla, you would definitely like this one. The other note that I'm able to pick up in this one is the Tonka bean. The Tonka bean here is giving me like a spicy scent. Like for the first 5 minutes, the Tonka bean came off a little bit rubbery or leathery, but a couple of minutes in, it kind of wears off, but it still leaves that spiciness. Someone said that it smells like sweet argan oil, and I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. I wasn't thinking argan oil, but I was definitely thinking some sort of natural oil, something sweet, something that you put on your hair. It kind of has a smell like that. Even though the vanilla does pull sweet here, it does feel rather gender neutral. I think a guy could easily pull this off, and I think obviously a woman could definitely pull this off. I asked my husband to check it out to see what he thinks about it, and he was like, wow, he really liked it, which is kind of weird because, you know, my husband, he's like real masculine. Like, he's like 6'3", big dude, you know, does manual labor. Like, he doesn't want anything feminine on him, but he liked it. He said he liked the fact that it was sweet, that it was warm, but he also liked the spiciness that's coming from the tonka bean. So I was like, you know what? I said, you could have it, you know? So I gave it to him, and I liked it so much that I decided that I was gonna pick up another one for myself. So I went back to Burlington, got another one for myself, because I was like, listen, I'm still trying to figure out if it's feminine enough for me. It's definitely sweet, but like I said, the tonka bean being there does give it a slightly rugged feel. It definitely doesn't smell perfumey. It doesn't have like a cologne or a perfumey scent. It has like a natural, sweet, spicy type scent. It kind of does have the kind of scent that would make someone think like, is that person wearing like some sort of body oil or like a hair product or something like that? It kind of makes me think that. I wouldn't encourage anyone to blind buy this fragrance, only because that tonka bean does pull a little leathery, a little spicy, and that's not gonna be everybody's thing. I think it's something that you have to experience on your own, but I like it. I can't say I'm gonna be pulling for this one a lot, but I definitely want to smell this one on my husband. I want to see what it smells like, because I asked him not to use it yet because I need to review it. But I can't wait to see what it's gonna do when he puts it on, and then that would make me know how I really feel about it. But I'll definitely give you guys updates, okay, and let you guys know how it worked out for me and him. Okay guys, so let's move on. I did something that I've never done before, and let me know if you guys do this too. Let me know if you've ever bought a cologne fragrance, basically is what I'm trying to say. So I tried Lost Cherry by Tom Ford a couple of months ago. Around Christmas time is when I tried it, and I really liked it. I really liked it, and honestly, I thought about buying it at retail price because that's how much I liked it. But then I came back to my senses and I was like, girl, what are you doing? And so I went online and I tried to find a cologne. That search led me to a company called Dossier, where I purchased, keyword, purchased these fragrances. Now, I worked with them in the past. It was a pleasant experience. They sent me over some fragrances, and the fragrances that they had sent me over were very nice. So I kind of trusted their mission. I kind of trusted the products, and customer service was okay. So I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to try Lost Cherry by Tom Ford, and I've also wanted to try Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. So these two fragrances are actually clones to these fragrances. Let me tell you, they did an exceptional job. I'm gonna start out with Ambery Cherry, and this is their interpretation of Lost Cherry. When I tell you that this is spot on, they even managed to capture the little nuances. Like, I was not expecting that, because if it wasn't no good, I was gonna send it back, because this is like $49 and I wasn't playing. I was like, if it's not giving me Lost Cherry, if it's not giving me performance, I'm gonna send it back. Thank God I didn't have to send it back. So let me tell you what I get here. I'm gonna spray my arm. Oh my God. That is like amazing. So first of all, I get the cherry. The cherry here it's tart. It's slightly sweet. It's not too sweet, but I'm getting like a fresh tartness. And it definitely registers as cherry. It's almost like I could taste like cherry Kool-Aid. It gives me like that tartness, like I'm getting that, okay? The almond like appears right there with the cherry. It gives it this very warm, nutty feel. And under that, you get like a sprinkle of cinnamon and cloves. This fragrance is just so good, and it lasts and last and last. When you wear this one, you'll be able to smell it on yourself like for the whole day. It's not too strong or anything like that, but it definitely has presence. You'll definitely be able to smell yourself as you're wearing this one. If you're looking for a good cherry almond fragrance, definitely try this one out. It doesn't even have to be from Dossier. It could be from any clone house. I'm not sure which one you use. If you have a specific clone house that you like to use, let me know below in the comments. Dossier is the only one that I know, and that's because I worked with them before. But if you know of some good ones, definitely let me know. But this fragrance right here is definitely doing it for me, and it smells just like Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I'm telling you, even the little nuances that's in that fragrance is here. The next fragrance that I picked up is a Floriental Marshmallow, and of course this is Dossier's interpretation of Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. Love this scent. So right away I get that sweet, sugary marshmallow scent. The marshmallow here is just it's like so good. Another note that I'm able to pick up on is the orange blossom, and I know I'm always saying it, but to me orange blossom always give fragrances like a clean laundry type smell. It's not really heavy on the clean laundry scent, but there's just something clean here underneath the marshmallow fluff. And of course I get the vanilla that's in the base, the musk. I think a lot of people don't talk about the musk. The musk gives it a very refined and sophisticated feel. It makes it smell like expensive. I love the musk here. So even though it does feel a little juvenile with that marshmallow and the vanilla because it's so sweet, I think that little soapiness that we get from the orange blossom and the musk just kind of tops things off. I just love how the fresher notes kind of balance out the sweeter notes. It's so gorgeous. Okay guys, so I have to end the haul here, unfortunately, but I have to go. I have to pick up my daughter. I did pick up some sample, but I think I'm gonna talk to you guys about these samples in another video. I got Angel EDT. One of you guys told me to get the EDT, and let me tell you, okay, I also was told by one of you guys to pick up Amethyst Eclat. Amethyst Eclat, I think that's how you say it. I also picked up L'Eau d'Issy Absolute. Listen, I completely went, this is empty. This is empty because, okay? Listen, don't be surprised. The next time I do a haul, I'm gonna have like 4 bottles of these samples. Y'all did y'all thing because you guys recommended these to me. All these samples that I got are fragrances that you guys told me to try, and y'all outdid yourselves. Y'all, listen, I love y'all. I really think I'm gonna buy big bottles of these fragrances because okay. Anyway, that's it for me. Like I said, I have to go pick my baby up. I don't want to be late for her. I gotta go. I love y'all so much. Bye.